$100 silver warning. We're going to let you know what I mean about this one. Help me out, my friends, with the thumbs up. This really helps get the videos out to more and more people. Help me get to 10,000 subscribers by giving me that thumbs up. That lets YouTube know to push these videos out to more and more people. It really does help. I really want to do this big 10,000 subscriber giveaway before Christmas of this year. Need your help with the thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the all bell so you don't miss a giveaway. That we do small giveaways every single Saturday on this channel, at least for the rest of this year. Let's get into it. What do I mean by $100 silver warning? Let's talk about this. Silver's going to be this price. Silver's going to be that price, right? Look, here's the simple answer up front. Nobody knows where precious metals are going to go next. So just keep that in mind when you're watching videos out there. I'm not saying anybody's misleading you, but some of this information, people think, some of these channels, these bot channels, do videos, and it's not their work. They're just putting their own little language in there, and they're making somebody sound like they're saying something else without them saying it. Just be careful out there. Look, we don't want silver or gold or platinum or copper rising too fast. We want slow and steady. We got to keep building the foundation, my friends. We're going to get there. Should silver be well over $100 an ounce right now? Yes. Silver should be at least $200 an ounce right now. But we're not there because we know it's been manipulated. So let's enjoy the ride right now. This is your buying opportunity. Don't be seen on the sidelines and waiting for a lower price. Could you see a lower price? Absolutely. I've said this many times on this channel before. Absolutely. You got to cost average your stacks. Some people ask me, well, what happens when it does go on $100? People are going to be rushing and selling. Exactly. That's what's going to happen. People are going to be selling, and they're going to want this back, right? They're going to want fiat back. Don't take fiat for your silver, my friends. If you have to sell it for emergencies, that's one thing. You only should be selling your silver, gold, and platinum if you really get into a bind. Okay? Only be selling if you need to. Look, you can walk in with most coin shops right now. Lay down $60 on the counter. You're going to walk out with a silver eagle and maybe some change back. Okay, that's about the cost of a silver eagle right now. You're going to get, depending if you have tax in your state or whatnot, that's about the cost, average cost of a silver eagle in the United States today with taxes being included. Average. Some a little bit less, some are going to be a little bit more if you have taxes in your local area. But for roughly for $60, you can put down $60 and walk out the door with a silver eagle in your possession. Why would we want this? All right, why would we want that? Yeah, I got $65 here. I didn't see the 5 behind the 320s when I pull them out of my wallet. But you get the idea of what you can get for a price right now. You don't want this back. Remember, look at 1980. Look at 2011. Look at prices today at the grocery store. Everything's gone up, my friends. Silver and gold haven't really kept up with inflation. Every time I turn around, my Pepsi indicator is getting a little bit weaker. I kid you not, today I went to Publix. It's a grocery store down here in the south. Some of you have it up north. I think they go all the way up far as Kentucky. For the people that live in the southeast, know what grocery store I'm talking about. Pepsi, this week, it's buy 2, get 2 free. One Pepsi 12-pack, $11.59. Let me repeat that, $11.59. What happened to the good old days of 2007 when you can walk into a CVS And Pepsi was on sale, 4 12-packs for $10. Now, one 12-pack, $11.59. Okay, you buy 2 and you get 2 free. Well, I bought 2 deals. It's getting pricey out there, my friends. That's about an ounce of silver for 8 things of Pepsi right now. That's an ounce of silver right now. Is it worth it? Stop and think. Silver has kept up, I think. Maybe it's not for some folks. Maybe it's not for some things. But you got to take inflation into account when you're selling. Sure, you bought it for $25 in an ounce. Sure, maybe you can get 48 for that ounce. Maybe they'll give you spot price for it. Right? The coin shop. You can almost get your 4 Pepsis back. Your 8 Pepsis that I did today. I think silver's done its job here for the most part. Maybe not for everything. But when you're selling it, this has really kept up with a lot of food we buy. A lot of stuff that we buy. Silver's done its job for the most part. Just a couple months ago, Pepsi was $10.69, $10.89, $10.99. Now it's $11.59. Look, I kid you not. Go into your Publix if you have a local Publix right now this week. They're buy 2, get 2 free. Go look at the price point. $11.59 for one 12-pack. That's almost $1 a can. What happened to the days you go to a Walmart store and buy a can of soda for 35 cents, 45 cents, 50 cents. They keep going up and up. Now it's almost a flipping $1 in a 12-pack? Really, Pepsi? Really? Everything is getting more and more expensive. Silver's going to come along for the ride. Gold's going to come along for the ride. Platinum. I know someone who works in the electrical field. And they say copper is starting to go up massively. So take that warning to my friends out there. Take this warning. We don't want silver going to $100 overnight. We don't want gold rising too fast. We don't want the precious metals. We don't want platinum, copper rising too fast in price. Because that's going to force people to sell. And they're not going to know enough about inflation. They're thinking they made all this cash. And really, what does that cash buy? Absolutely nothing. I bought, like I said, 8 12-packs of Pepsi. 4 loaves of bread. The Arnold bread that my grandmother likes. It was a little bit more than $60. It was $60 and change. Is that really worth it? It wasn't that long ago. It was a lot cheaper. Your dollar is dying. I'm trying to prove a point here. Your dollar is dying, my friends. Why not, if you have extra of this, put it into precious metals. This is the video you got to share with people. To show them this. Pepsi, like I said, in 2007, I'm not going, you can look. Look up Pepsi CVS flyer from 2007, July 4th of 2007. You will see 4 for $10. The flyer will come up. I guarantee it will come up. Just Google it. We're not going that far back. Silver's kept up. Silver's kept up. Like I said, 2007, that's what got you 4 things of Pepsi. Today, 4 things of Pepsi, plus change back. In silver terms, you need more of these. If you stuck this in your mattress, you're going to need a hell of a lot more than getting 8 things of Pepsi for $20. Because they were 4 for $10 back in 2007. You need about $50 today. And I got the bread, so it was a little over $60. Do the math, my friends. Publix is expensive for one. Winn-Dixie's not that much cheaper down here. But you get what I'm saying. Prices keep going up and up and up. So you don't really want $100 silver because everything it is now, everything out there will be doubled in price. Keep that in mind. Don't hope and wish for something. Here's another point. Silver and gold. Again, some channels, these bot channels, saying you're going to get rich off of 9 ounces of silver. You're going to be able to retire off of 9 ounces of silver. They're full of baloney. They're full of BS. Okay? Silver and gold are not there to make you rich. They're help to protect you against this. That's what silver and gold is there for. This is getting eaten alive, my friends. Everything's costing more. This is the video to share once again. Check out channel sponsor Pinbacks for all your silver, gold, and platinum needs, my friends. They're there to help you out too. Talk to Michael. Talk to Brian. Let him know that Coin Shop Chris sent you. You want to call me crazy, Coin Shop Chris? Look, I've said hundreds of times. They sponsored this channel since February of this year. February 1st. I've been sponsored by Pinbacks. I cannot thank them enough. They've been true to their word on this channel. Bigger giveaways are coming, my friends. The more you say you came from Coin Shop Chris, the more they've been able to do for the next bigger giveaway. Just keep that in mind. We're still waiting to get 10,000 subscribers. If you're not yet subscribed, come join the Stop the Melt team right now. We got to stop the melt. When these smelters reopen again, these coin shops are going to have their free pass. And I would not be surprised if it only took a week or two for the smelters to shut back down again. Because these coin shops, some of these coin shops are still complaining out there. They're not buying this. They got no way to turn it over. They got nowhere to burn it. Stop melting down our history coin shops. Stop melting down our history pawn shops. Stop melting down real money. What, you want a bunch of this fake crap? Really? Is this what these coin shops want? They're all thinking about the dollar that's going to be around forever. Yeah, baloney. Baloney. When prices keep going up, you want as much silver, gold, platinum, copper in your stacks. Some people laugh about copper. Well, if anybody's played the game World of Warcraft, if I can get that straight out in one sentence, that game uses copper coins, silver coins, and gold coins. I don't play the game no more. I used to. I actually was playing with a lady from when I worked at Sears. She was about 60 years old. And she was really into this game. She got me trained on this game. So I played it for a few years. This game costs money. It's like $14.99 a month. I don't have time to play games no more. I'm too concentrated. I took that $14.99 a month that I was spending on that game and put it into more precious metals. You gotta make sacrifices if you want to stack. Yeah, we gotta live. I understand that. But look at your cable bill. Do you have HBO? Do you have Cinemax? Do you have sports channels you don't watch? Do you have stuff on your phone that you're paying for? Apps that you really don't use? Or maybe not using it all, but you're paying for these apps. Take a good look, my friends. No, stop ordering from Grubhub. Stop ordering from these delivery apps. Go get it yourself if you're able to. If you can't, I understand it. But this stuff, it gets very, very expensive. Cut back on that. Go pick it up yourself if you're able to. That will save you a lot of money for more precious metals. Hey, these are the times we're going to start saving dollars to get our precious metals in our hands. This is the time to do it. Because when the crap hits the fan, people are going to come knocking at your door. Looking for, oh, I need help. You told me about precious metals, but I never did anything. Well, you're going to have to make that decision yourself. If you're going to help these people out. Yes, maybe their family. Maybe their relatives. Maybe their friends. Good friends. Long-term friends. You're going to have to make a decision if they actually live in your house or not. Are you really going to feed them? After you warned them and warned them and warned them and warned them, and they look at you like you have two heads, or they give you the cross-eyed look. Look, I know we can always preach to people, and these are the same type of people that will go to these football games, hockey games now, you name it, and they come around and say, I don't have no extra money. I got no money for this. I got no money for this. No, because you blew it all at the football game. You blew it all at the hockey game. You blew it all at this county fair. You blew it all at bingo night. Whatever the case may be. Okay? Whatever the case may be. You know, and these are some people that I deal with at the shop. I don't have a lot of money, but they will come in with their Starbucks Frappuccino, Latte, Grande, whatever the heck they're called. $5, $6, $7. And, you know, you can joke around with some people. Some people can take a joke. And the ones that come in, you start to get to know some of these people. Well, maybe you don't go to Starbucks, because every time you come in here, you have a Starbucks sitting on the counter with you. And they look at you, and they look at the coffee, and they said, every time? Just about every time? Yeah. I guess I do drink too much Starbucks. Maybe I should cut back. This is not trying to tell anybody what to do. But people don't realize how much they're really spending out there on crap they really don't need. And think about that this holiday season, my friends. Really. How often you buy something from years past. You buy them a holiday gift, Christmas present, whatever the case may be. And they don't use it no more. You may use it for 6 months, or the thing breaks. Or they bought the new gadget. Because you only got them the latest update, they traded it in. Why are you wasting your money on people like that? We got to stop the madness. We got to protect our own family that lives in our own house. Because when the crap hits the fan, that's what you're going to have to defend. Your own property. Never mind the people that live outside the house after you tried to warn them and warn them and warn them. Now, this one thing. Somebody you're talking with about stacking silver and gold. And they are stacking. Maybe they don't have as much as you. They don't have a income like you. They're a little poorer. Let's use it that way. And they're trying. And you see they're trying. Well, maybe you help those folks out. Because they are trying. And for the new stackers out there, your stack will grow in time. All our stacks grow in time. You know, it just takes time. I saw a video today. Massive amount of silver on this guy's table. And I'm like, good for him. What does he do for work? You know, what does he do? We don't know what people do for work besides little incomes we make off of YouTube. Trust me, it's not that much. But anywho, we got to keep pushing forward. We got to keep pushing forward and keep stacking as we can. And I know it's hard. Some weeks, I'm like, I try to get what I can every single week. And some weeks I don't buy any silver. I try to buy a couple silver quarters, couple silver dimes every single week. That is what I try to do. Sometimes I'm able to afford a little bit more. It just depends on what's going on at the house. Still trying to save for the AC. Still working. Still saving up the money for that. I know we're going to need that. AC is almost 15 years old. It's on its last leg. Should have started saving for it before. But we got caught up with other things, other bills. And that's the way life goes, my friends. Sometimes we can't always stack when we want to stack. Sometimes we can't always catch the dips when the dips happen. Remember this. I've seen it before. I've seen people come into the shop, catch the dip, and they're back in 3 weeks. They're broke. because they've got too much on the dip at all one time. Adjust your spending, my friends. There's no need to go heavy when you can't go heavy. No need of it. Plan, plan, plan. It's okay if you need to sell. If you need to. Just remember that. I've heard it in the comments sometimes. People say, oh, I needed to get my car fixed. I had to cash in 40 ounces of silver. I had to cash in 60 ounces of silver. I had to cash in 20 ounces of silver. I had to cash in a couple 10th-ounce gold. That's what it's there for. That's what it's there for. And you hope and hope when you need to sell it for emergency, you actually do a little bit better than you got it for. You hope that happens. And right now, most people who've been stacking for at least last just a few years even, bought it when it was a lot cheaper, and they've made a few bucks off of it. Maybe not a lot with inflation, because inflation's gone up so much higher. So we don't want $100 silver very fast. We want slow and steady. We don't want $6,000 gold all at one time. We don't want $2,000 platinum at all at one time. We want slow and steady gains. That's how it should be. But when we see mass spikes, like we did with this $54 silver, $4,400 gold, it's going to take a crap sometimes, and that's what it did this time. It went up too fast. So we got to catch the dip back down. And I don't think I think we're just about at the rock bottom here. I'm not an expert. But what I can tell you is, it don't matter what the price does. I don't care what the price does. I'm only concerned about the price overall. Yes, I look at the price all the time. That's my job. I see it every single day. Okay? Every single day, Monday through Friday, many times a day, what the price of silver is, what the price of gold is, what the price of platinum and copper, every single minute I'm working at the shop. And we can't just go on just 20 minutes of trading, 2 days of trading, 1 day, day-to-day action, month-to-month action. None of that crap actually matters. Okay? None of it. It's hopefully when you need to sell it, you sell it for what you need to, and you're able to get what you need to and give up less silver. Maybe it's done a little bit better than inflation when you need to sell it. Just keep this in mind, my friends. Just cost average your stacks. Keep pushing along. If you folks have any questions for me about silver, gold, or platinum, copper, whatever, email me. It's in every single description of every single video. And please, should have done this early in the video, check out my good friend Annie Oakley's channel. She's a moderator on this channel. She's been working very hard on her channel. She's still in the cornfield. I'll put a link to her latest video in the comment section below. A lot of you folks remember Annie Oakley from different channels. She's been a moderator on a lot of different channels. She's a good person. Check her out. Let her know that I sent you. Subscribe to her. Let's help her get monetized as quickly as possible. Thank you, Annie, for starting your channel. Thank you to the viewers and subscribers that go over her and support her as well. We're trying to make a team with this, trying to support one another in this YouTube journey. Thank you all for watching. Help me out with the thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed, because you don't want to miss a giveaway. It's random generator comment picker I use. People win every week on this channel. One person wins every single week. What am I going to do this week? You got to stay tuned and find out. Thanks for watching. Crazy Coin Shop Chris is out of here.